Hey everybody, SCG here. If you're new, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. Let's begin. It's the 31st of January 2020 and it's deadline day as well as Brexit day. But let's talk about deadline day. My first video on this football channel, and as you can see, the Chelsea board have decided not to back Frank Lampard. Is this new? Are you surprised? If you're a Chelsea fan, and a Chelsea fan that goes to the games and has followed the games for at least 15-20 years, even just a little bit before the Abramovich era, you would see what has changed. And what has changed is we've had unbelievable success and been spoiled rotten, beyond spoiled. I've been a Chelsea fan for 35 years and I love the club and I will always support Chelsea, but I never would have imagined that we would be winning titles, FA Cups, Europa Leagues, and obviously the Champions League. So, on that sense, brilliant. Abramovich has saved Chelsea, took Chelsea to another level. But exactly a week ago from the 31st, we played Hull away. And I ask you this question. What on earth has happened since then? Frank Lampard has come out to the crowd and spoken to the media and said, I don't know where this club is going. He said that. I don't know where this club is going. The players that we need reinforcements for. There's areas we need strengthening. Hopefully we can get these players over the line, etc., etc. Yeah. Poor Frank. That was a week ago. It's deadline day. It's 6 p.m. I could be wrong, and Chelsea could pull the rabbit out of the hat and sign some players. But he gave his press conference at 1:30, and he was miserable, very moody. Shortest press conference Lampard's given since he's become manager at Chelsea. So, where is the 150 million that Chelsea have been quoted to having since the transfer ban was rescinded? Here's another question. Why the hell did Chelsea appeal the transfer ban? What was the point? To sign players? What players have they signed? They haven't signed anybody. What was the benefit of that? How on earth could that have been a logical decision? What was the point? Okay, we've been hit with this ban. We have to play youth. Sarri has left. Frank Lampard comes in, does an unbelievable job to take a very average, mediocre team, missing a star player, to fourth in the league halfway through the season. Okay, great. But let's, as a club, appeal the transfer ban. Okay? Why are you appealing the transfer ban? Because we need to get reinforcements in. Okay? Because we got to solidify this fourth place. We made a loss. Chelsea made a loss this year. We can't afford to actually go and make another loss by slipping out the Champions League again and going back into the Europa League. Can't do that. So we have to finish in the top four. It's terrible bad luck because obviously we've been hit by a transfer ban, but it's been rescinded. We've appealed it. Brilliant. Do something about it. Sign some players. Reinforce the squad. These kids are knackered. Mason Mount is knackered. These players, Abraham is knackered. The manager has come out and said what fans online, Twitter, you can either take or leave it. But what fans have been screaming about for the last 3 or 4 years And that is back the bloody manager. It's a legend, for crying out loud. You're never going to get more popular a manager at Chelsea for the time being. I don't know about the future, but you're never going to get a more popular figure than Frank Lampard as your manager. And Jody Morris assistant, and Petr Cech upstairs wearing a suit, pretending like he's doing something when really his role means absolutely nothing. And Ashley Cole back but not really doing something that is effective. And Joe Cole looking after the kids, but again, like, what is his role? Is it really important? And then Makaleli, again, development, what the hell is his title? A lot of rubbish. It's a PR stunt. And then you got the club releasing tweets patronising the fans. I just paid 65 quid for Bayern Munich away, Chelsea. At home, sorry. £65. Oh, let's tease the fans. Oh, we made... when you're waiting for signings and 3 come at once because we revealed the sponsors to be 3. I'm sick of it, man. So much rubbish was fed through the grapevines, through the Reddits, through the Twitter, through the WhatsApps, everything about how Chelsea are going to sign Jadon Sancho. They're going to sign Zaha. They're going to sign Cavani. They're going to sign Dries Mertens. They're going to sign Ben Chilwell. You know, they're going to get these players in. And we're back to where we started in August. How embarrassing for Chelsea. Where's your ambition, Chelsea Football Club? Do you remember when you used to want to win titles? You know? Antonio Conte comes in, wins you a title, you don't back him. Jose Mourinho wins you a title, you don't back him. Frank Lampard literally doesn't spend a penny, forget the Kovacic money, because that was the club already agreeing that deal. Doesn't spend a penny. It is clearer than ever that you need reinforcements to solidify the Champions League spot, and you don't back him. If you don't back 2 title-winning managers who won domestic cups as well, a legend, you're never going to back anyone. That's the harsh reality. That's the truth. There's no BS. We can say to each other, you know, there's so many bloody delusional Chelsea fans out there. I'm not trying to be like the guy that's trying to cause controversy and, you know, join me. We need to stage a protest. No, I will always love Chelsea. I will always go to Chelsea. I will always speak my mind. I will always wear the badge, love the colour blue, love the players. I'll always love Chelsea, regardless. But I have every right as a paying fan, and a fan who's paid for almost 3 decades to go to the games, to question the future of this club and where it's going. Where is this club going? We drop out of the Europa League, the Champions League this year, and we don't finish in the top 4? Do you really honestly think that incompetent board is going to back Frank to buy players? People keep saying we've got to sign Sancho. Is he really the answer to our question, to our problems? You know? Is he? Is Koulibaly the answer? We've got to get rid of the keeper first. I mean, I don't think that keeper's good enough. He could turn it around, Kepa, but, you know, I don't blame the club for signing him. But then again, that's back to bad planning. You had a feeling that Courtois was not going to come back to Chelsea after the World Cup. And obviously he was a snake, and I hate him because he forced the train, he forced to turn up, and he got his move. But then again, everybody's done it. Look at Diego Costa. These players have got no respect for Chelsea. Because Chelsea are not ruthless anymore. They might be ruthless in sacking managers, and that's not even paid off Chelsea. You refuse to pay off Conte to bring in Sarri for only to take him to take you to court and lose and fork out £27 million. God, it breaks my heart hearing how much money that has been wasted. I would not be surprised if that's the reason we not signed anybody, because we had to pay Conte £27 million because we didn't sack him properly. And we sacked him. He took pre-season training. We sacked him to bring in Maurizio Sarri. Whether you're a sorry in or you're a sorry out sort of person, at the end of the day, how the hell does that make sense? And then Sarri has the biggest laugh of all, wins Chelsea the Europa League, should have won Chelsea the League Cup if Kepa had gone off. I think Caballero would have been a better goalkeeper and would have saved some of those penalties. Okay, I know Kepa's quite good at saving penalties, but I think Caballero would have been the right substitution. And then he goes to one of the biggest clubs of all, Juventus, to go work with Ronaldo, instead of working with Willian and Pedro. Where's this club going? Seriously, Frank said it. He said it in his press conference. Where's this club going? Get a couple of short-term players. We can't bloody finish. Did you see the whole game? We can't finish. I need a couple of players. You tell me Cavani wouldn't do that. But here's the funny thing. People say, oh, but look at the players that we signed, they're bad. Yes, they are. But do you know what? It adds a little bit of spice, a bit of motivation to that team. Abraham is knackered, but Abraham knows, whether he's good or not, or whatever, regardless of what you think of him, he knows, I'm starting next week. I'm playing next week. Same with Mason Mount. I love these young players. I love most Chelsea players, okay? But at the end of the day, is there a little tiny bit of complacency? But also, aren't they knackered? The young players at the end of the day. So Abraham could be an absolute donkey, play awful, miss open goals like he did against Newcastle. But you know what? He'll start the next game because Giroud ain't playing. And Batshuayi's not playing. And that's another thing, Chelsea. Could you imagine if Chelsea didn't sign a player and sold Giroud to Spurs? Oh my God. What are you doing? You clowns. Embarrassing. Where's your ambition, Chelsea? Seriously. You went from a top 6 club with Ken Bates to a superpower, so to speak, winning titles, signing the best players, big deals, all of that. Cool. Where are you now? Are you going back to where you started? Did you honestly think that you buying all of these players and making it all about the foreign players, Mourinho, all of this sort of box office stuff, taking football to another level internationally as well. Did you honestly think other clubs would just sit there and be jealous of you? Be like, oh God, I wish we'd be like Chelsea. No, Man City came along. Leicester took the piss out of everybody. And now Liverpool are having the last laugh. Here's another example of Chelsea fans being delusional. Klopp took 5 years. Lampard's going to have to take 10 years to get Chelsea right with this bloody board. Even Dries Mertens coming in. We're talking about 5 million was the fee, or 10 million. Are you for real? You didn't spend any money. You sold Hazard for 80 to 100 million. You've just signed a new sponsor deal with 3, and you've kept Yokohama on as well. Okay. Well, maybe Chelsea are making money. Actually, they're losing money. So they're not even running the club properly as a business. So what on earth are you doing, Blues? Seriously. How could you not back Frank? How could you not back Conte? How could you not back Mourinho? Those guys were such good managers for Chelsea, Conte and Mourinho, that they won titles. Mourinho wanted Pogba at Chelsea. He wanted to strengthen the squad. He wasn't backed. Conte took a team that finished 10th. Okay, it was a freak season. And he won them the league. And he wanted Van Dijk. Instead he went to Liverpool and he's winning everything now, Van Dijk. He actually wanted Lukaku back. But we signed Morata and we know how that ended up. And then we sold, people seem to forget, we sold Matic to United, regardless if he was good or not, or his legs had gone, to bring in Drinkwater and Bakayoko. £80 million. Terrible, terrible business. Look at the last couple of transfers over the last 4 or 5 years. It starts really good at the beginning of the year, the decade, and then it just gets progressively worse and worse, because guess what? There's no plan. These young players would never play for Chelsea if there wasn't a transfer ban. It's making it up as they go along. Because if there was a plan, if there was a structure, if they did back their bloody managers, Chelsea would be top of the league. Has anybody thought about for a split second that we're in the position that we're in because of crap transfer windows and crap business deals and not backing the manager over the last 5 years. Chelsea are going to get toxic. They were toxic last year with Sarri. They'll get toxic again. Because you turn on Frank and those fans won't be happy. I can't see anybody making a legitimate, sensible argument towards that board, towards Marina, towards Bruce Buck, any of those people. I can't. It's the same board that bought and sold De Bruyne. It's the same board that bought and sold Salah, Lukaku. No plan. Chelsea got no plan. Seriously. If we were a superpower winning titles, I don't even think Hazard would have left. But that's all I got to say. What do you think? Do you think Frank's going to be under immense pressure? Do you think Chelsea are going to finish in the top 4? Who's to blame for this? Do you think Chelsea might, this video might come out and Chelsea might have actually signed players? Who knows? This is SCG. Signing off.